Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I have got the perfect cozy quick sew for you to do even if you want to try, if you're in the US and you're getting ready for Thanksgiving and you want to try and make a good, comfortable secret pajama Thanksgiving look. This is the pattern for you. This is a fantastic hack. So that's what we're going to talk about. This is the Seamwork Patterns Greer with the Elli neckline. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I mash those two together. So if this is something you'd like to do, you can easily recreate that as well. And I even did a little hack. I've got some cuffs that I added to the bottom here of my dress as well. So cozy sewing, 'tis the season. It is gotten cold here. It's gotten really cold here. And I live in Indiana and it's gotten cold. Some snow, all sorts of stuff already. And we're coming up on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving here in the US is on Thursday. And I was just, when I was doing my, my whole Design Your Wardrobe through Seamwork, which is a free course that they offer, if you are one of their members. If you are a member of their club, you have free access to their Design Your Wardrobe program, which you can go through by yourself, or you can wait and they do one once a season and go through with actual people. I've done it both ways, by myself and as the group. But when I was going through there, one of the things that I had pinned on my Pinterest board when I was picking inspiration was a maxi length Henley dress. The one that I pinned was really oversized. I think it was a Free People, and that's not quite my aesthetic. It's just a little, I'm short and I'm curvy. So sometimes those oversized looks is the dress wearing me and not me wearing the dress. So I need a little bit of definition and figure hugging, but still I wanted it to be relaxed and I didn't want a bodycon. I wanted it to be relaxed and something that I'd be comfortable wearing. When Seamwork released the Greer dress, I was like, yes, this is the silhouette I was looking for. I just want a Henley neckline. So the Greer is actually, it looks a little bit bodyconish, but it really isn't. It kind of skims the curves a little, like fitted through the bust and skims the curves a little in the waist and hip. And it's got a really cool little bell sleeve effect as well. And the skirt even kind of mermaids out just a little bit at the bottom. It is a midi length, so not really maxi. It's a like T-length. It's probably more of a true midi. Anyway, midi length, but it comes with like a mock turtleneck, which I did not want that for this version. So I have been a member of the Seamwork Club since they first started it years ago, and absolutely love it. You get 2 patterns or credits for 2 patterns each month. Access to all of their classes, the Design Your Wardrobe. There's a ton of stuff that's included in their community. And they're having a Black Friday sale, guys. They're having a Black Friday sale and it is phenomenal. Everything except for the monthly memberships. So you can either buy your membership and pay monthly, or you can buy the year's worth, like an annual payment, which is cheaper if you're going for a full year. The monthly are not on sale, but everything else, the classes, the patterns, because you can buy the patterns separately if you would like as well. All the patterns, the year-long membership, and the classes, I think. Everything, 50% off, which is phenomenal. From today, or from, let's see, it started over the weekend, and it goes through the 30th, so it goes through Sunday. Is that the 30th? Or maybe the 30th is Saturday? Whatever the 30th is. Anyway, everything's 50% off. I will leave a link down below. So even if you just wanted to buy these 2 patterns, they're half off right now. I would highly recommend the club pattern, the whole club, the yearly club. I've just found a lot of value in it. They draft for a very tall person, but I just have to shorten things. That's all I have to do because they draft for a curvier figure. So they draft for larger cup sizes. Their smaller cup ranges, they draft for a C cup, and their larger size range, they draft for a double D. Is that right? I think that's right. A C and a double D. And I ride the line. I make a 14. So I could go either in the smaller one. The smaller size range is a 0 to an 18. And then the other one is a 12 to a 28 or 30, I think. So there's some overlap in sizes there. So I make the 14 in the curvier range. And the only alterations I have to do are shortening things because I'm only 5'2", and they draft for a 5'8" or 5'9" body. It's in their size chart. Anyway, highly recommend. So I decided to use this wonderful waffle knit from my stash that I had purchased when we were in Puyallup from Amanda's Bundles. She doesn't have this any longer, but it is a wonderful waffle knit, and it's got a real fuzzy backing on there. And there's probably some polyester in this, is my guess, just from feeling. I don't know exactly what the fabric content is, but it's probably a cotton poly. There's definitely spandex in there. Blend is my guess. Anyway, super cozy though. And I cannot wait to wear this on Saturday this week. So I'm not going to wear this for my Thanksgiving. We like to get a little dressed up, my side of the family, but we're getting together with my husband's side of the family on Saturday because we go back and forth. Each year we do Thanksgiving with the opposite family. So even years are with my family on Thanksgiving, and then we go visit his family the week, a few days after Thanksgiving, or odd years. We have Thanksgiving with his family, and then we go see my family over the week, the few days after Thanksgiving, so that we see everybody. But I'm going to wear this to that Thanksgiving on Saturday night because they're a little bit more casual. But I had purchased these cuffs in Puyallup when we were at the Sewing Expo in Puyallup, and quite a few. I don't know. I bought like 6 or 8 packages of cuffing because you just don't see them like in the U.S. You can buy them in the U.K. and Europe. Definitely. And I feel like I just saw that maybe Behind the Pink Door just had some in their shop. So you may be able to get them through them. I bought these before on Etsy from a German shop on Etsy, and then they quit shipping to the US. So it was like super hard to find. Anyway, I got these in Puyallup. So fun. Just a fun little contrast. The mustard that's in here goes perfectly with the mustard of this, and it's just something a little different. The sleeve actually doesn't come with a cuff. You just are supposed to hem it. But I'm like, I'm just going to add a cuff. So I shortened the sleeves, the length of the cuff, and then stuck the cuff on there. And I just think it's fun. And I can wear my sleeves pushed up, and then I'm not dragging sleeves through anything. And then I brought that red into the Henley neckline here. I did not sew buttonholes. I'm like, I'm never going to unbutton these. So I made the placket per the instructions, and then I just sewed my buttons on through all the layers. And these are some vintage buttons that I had in my stash, and they were like the perfect shade of red to match the cuff, and I had 3 of them, and I'm like, perfect. This sewed together so quickly. The only alterations I made to this pattern was I shortened it 3 inches, and the pattern has like multiple, I think like 4 or 5 different spots where you can shorten it. I shortened it at the waist, I shortened it an inch at the hip, and then I shortened it an inch like there's a lengthen and shorten line like around the knee area for a total of 3 inches, and I think that's the only thing I did. And I did all of that on the projector because I used my projector to cut this out. And yeah, it worked out perfectly. So if you were looking for a really quick little sew, I highly recommend this dress. It is so much bigger bang for its buck, I think, with how easy it was. And if you are intimidated, if you've never sewn knits, if you want to learn to sew knits, I actually have a knit sewing course, Knit Sewing Essentials, and I teach you how to sew with knits on a sewing machine, as well as if you wanted to delve into the world of sergers and cover stitches, I showed things there. But if you only have access to a sewing machine, you could absolutely make this entire thing up on your home sewing machine with some tips and tricks. And anyway, in the class, I show you how to make a t-shirt, which is absolutely this dress. It's just a long t-shirt. Anyway, that is for sale in the shop as well. Okay, let's go over to the cutting table, and I'm going to show you how I mash these 2 patterns together. Okay, so I have my Greer here, and she's been completely cut out, except here you'll notice this is the front. I've cut out the armhole, and I've marked my notches somewhere in here. I've clipped into those right there. And then I started on the shoulder, but I just went straight off the edge, so I've not cut any of the neckline of the Greer out. That way, I can cut out the neckline of the Elli. So I'm just going to lay my Elli on top of my Greer, and I am matching up, excuse me, the center front line, which is right here. And you'll notice it goes off of the shoulder. That's okay. Because I'm using the sleeve of the Greer, so I don't need to worry about the shoulder. What I do want to make sure, though, is that my neckline is matching up. So I'm just going to shift this Elli down until this is the point that I want to match up to that shoulder line. Matches up there. And then my center front is matching up here. So once that has happened, just going to put some pattern weights down. And now I can make sure that this shoulder kind of matches that slope. And then I'm going to trim my neckline out. Like so. Just a little bit that needed to go on that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need to mark this, this line. So I'm just going to clip into center front just a little bit. And then I'm going to clip right into these stitching lines. Just I'm marking them. And then I'm going to use a pen here to mark the bottom of this box because we're going to need to mark that. Just carefully mark the dot there. And the same on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to remove my pattern piece, and I am going to go ahead and just draw this in. The tip of that's getting a little blunt. Probably time for new markers. All right, so this is 3/8 of an inch all the way down. And then I'm going to mark so that when I go to stay stitch this, it'll be really easy. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side very carefully. Like so. Okay, so now the front is ready to put in the neckline just like the Elli instructions tell you to. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the back. This Greer is long, so it's got a lot of depth here. Okay, now the Greer on the back gets cut in 2 separate pieces. So it's got a center back seam, which is going to be important here in just a second. Okay, so on the back, I did the same thing where I cut to the end of my shoulder point and then just kind of went off into nothingness. But on the Elli, let's see, find my back piece. The back is actually cut on a fold, which is not going to, this is going to be longer, right? So what I want to do is mark in the seam allowance here. This is also because there's a lot of curve here, so you get some shaping. Okay. And now, just like with the front, I'm lining up my shoulder point until it meets the shoulder point that I grabbed here. And then I'm lining this cut on the fold line, which is center back here on the Elli, with my seam allowance on the top. And once I've got those two aligned, we can go like that. Trim that just a bit. Okay. And I don't need to mark any center back because there's actually going to be a seam here. So now that should match. Your shoulders aren't going to match. That's okay. Remember, just like with the front. So now we've got the back that matches. So when I sew in the neckline, everything is going to fit. So there's my back finished. And then you will need to cut out from the Elli pattern the neckband, which one here on the fold, which I've done here. And then you're going to need to cut out 2 of these placket pieces in fabric, as well as 2 out of the interfacing. And this is the Trico medium weight fusing, fusible interfacing from Thermoweb. So that's what I've used there. I'm very impressed with it. I've used it on a couple of knit projects now and really enjoying it. So anyway, there we go. Those are all the pieces. So I will sew the sleeve of the Greer. I am putting a cuff on it, which is different than the pattern, but I'm sewing the sleeve of the Greer, and then the body of the Greer, and then I'll follow the instructions on the Elli for doing the neckline. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, there you have it. This is the Seamwork Greer with the Seamwork Elli neckline. Give it a try. Let me know if you do. And don't forget about that sale. Again, everything is 50% off except for the monthly memberships. Annual memberships, yes. Monthly memberships, no. But I have it all linked down below. I do have an affiliate with them, which means I make a small commission, no cost to you, through Seamwork. But I do have a link down there to take you to all of these things. So a really wonderful time to do some shopping and to get maybe a few projects for the new year, or just if you're starting to hunker down for the winter months, it's a great time to stock up on a few. All right, guys, that is it for today. I will be back on Friday with a fabric haul. Actually, I did some fabric shopping and I cannot wait to show you what I bought. I will see you then. And if you are in the US, happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys Friday.